Hey everyone, give me a second here. Getting, bringing, bringing it up on my computer. In just a second. Sure everything's in frame. There it is. Got one person in here so far. Okay, Jeff Diner, how you doing? Always one of the first people in here. Always good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. I feel like I always say this. Not going to stay too long tonight because it's already, well, not late, but I'm old, so it's late. Just wanted to pop in for a little bit, say hello to everyone, see how you're all doing. Hello, Hesperia News Service. How are you? Dee says, this is funny. I was just watching you. Thank you very much. What were you watching? It's still a weird concept to me to think that, like, when I'm doing whatever, that there's people, around the country or the whatever that are watching me, and like I don't even realize it. It's weird. Robert, hello. How are you? Give me 1 second. I want to see if I can turn the brightness up on this computer because there we go. Much better. Just having trouble reading that. How long has Castle Park been in the valley? That's a really good question. I feel like I should be able to answer that since, I talk about the valley so much, but I don't know. But I think, I feel like I say it actually in my video, in my valley video where I talk about Sherman Oaks Castle Park. Been there for a long time, before the 80s. I can't tell you the exact year. Nice shirt, thank you very much. Maui and Sons shirt. What's up from Lawndale? But my heart is still in the valley. Yeah, mine too. What part of the valley did you live in? Dee was watching Memories of San Fernando Valley. Well, thank you very much. Got a new one coming later this month. So yeah, again, I just wanted to pop in and say hi, see how everyone was doing tonight. Has anybody watched yet? I talked about in my last couple live streams 8-Bit Christmas, that new movie that just came out. It's an HBO, I think it's an HBO exclusive. It's called 8-Bit Christmas, and it's with Neil Patrick Harris, and it's it's him talking to his daughter, telling a story about the 80s. So the movie is pretty much set in the 80s. And we finally watched it last night, and it's pretty good. It's a good movie, a good, like as far as family Christmas movies go, I wouldn't say it's my favorite movie, but as far as family Christmas movies go, it was good. It's basically a updated version of A Christmas Story, except for it's set in the 80s, and instead of a BB gun, he wants a Nintendo. But it's basically just kind of a remake. I don't know if they're considering it a remake, but it's basically that. But it's pretty good. If if you're into that type of thing, I recommend checking it out. You may or may not like it, but thought it wasn't bad. What location vids are coming up soon? I never give out that information. I like to keep it a surprise. I like you to when my videos drop, you're either going to be really excited or really disappointed. But I want it to be a surprise. Castle Park was not where they shot Karate Kid, correct? Yeah, that is correct. They shot Karate Kid at Golf and Stuff in Norwalk. It's on the border of Norwalk and Downey. Uh, really similar to Castle Park. Grew up in Toluca Lake in North Hollywood. Okay. Lived in, you may know, I lived in North Hollywood the first few years of my life, like six or 7 years. I lived in Van Nuys, Sun Valley, North Hollywood, and Northridge. Oh, okay. And now you're up in Hesperia, I'm guessing? Hello, 80s Life. I lived near Platt and Victory and graduated from El Camino Real in 1990. Awesome. Platt and Victory, of course. I know those streets well. Excuse me. The Christmas Story House in Cleveland is cool. Yeah, I'd love to get out there one day. Never been there. Did you ever used to go to Henry's Tacos in Studio City? I never was lucky enough to go to Henry's before it closed down. Wish I did. Mr. Zook's Twilight Zone Days. Hello, how you doing? Thank you for being here. We used to play laser tag at Nat Park. Awesome. I only ever went to Nat Park to skate. It's funny, now that I'm older and I drive an hour and a half, 2 hours just to film like a quick location, it's not that big of a deal to me. But when I was younger, it was like going from Reseda to Calabasas or West Hills was like, a day trip. So it's when we went to when we would go to Nat Park, it seemed so far away. But now I go from I go like an hour to go to Nat Park. Not that I go there too often anymore. Will you road trip anywhere further away to do locations? Absolutely. I talk about this all the time. Pre-pandemic, my family traveled constantly, road trips, not flying, but we would road trip all kinds of places, and we haven't been able to travel the last 2 years. Hopefully, really soon we will start traveling again, and once we start traveling, the videos from different places are just going to be flowing. So yeah, there'll be lots of filming locations and whatever else. John, thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, my friend. One second here. Sorry, guys. Give me one sec. Having computer problems. There we go. Jeff Steiner asked, what is your favorite Christmas movie? Good question. Probably a cross between... No. Probably Scrooged, actually. I was going to say it would be a cross between Christmas Vacation and Lethal Weapon. And then Die Hard would be after that. But I think actually Scrooged is going to take the #1 spot. Really love that movie. Mr. Duke's Twilight Zone says, loved the 80s commercials. I forgot about some of those, especially Up All Night. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed them. Hopefully, you watched part 1 and 2 also. Those are cool. People seem to really get a kick out of those. I was talking about how it's funny that I'll spend hours watching commercials from the 80s, but then, I'll turn on like Hulu and there'll be a 1 minute commercial break and I freak out. I can't stand sitting through a 1 minute commercial, like a new commercial break, but I'll spend hours watching 80s commercials. So kind of funny. Um, I wanted to tell all of you really quick, and then I'll get back to the comments over here. But since you brought up the commercial video about a couple of other channels or whatnot, I have a subscriber who he has a YouTube channel. His channel is Eric C Productions, and I always run into his channel. Oh, hold on one sec. Eli, thank you so much for the super chat. That is very nice of you. Thank you so much. Good videos, great content, awesome vibes. Don't forget to hit the like button. That's what Eli says in his super chat. And so nice. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Anyways, so Eric C Productions, I always run into his videos when I'm researching stuff on YouTube. And the reason why I'm telling you about this is I just dropped a video looking at commercials of defunct stores from 80s and 90s. And what he does on his channel is he might do other stuff, but all the videos that I come across are this. Basically, what he does is kind of the same thing. He looks at defunct stores and places, and he kind of goes a little bit deeper. He tells you info about those stores or business, whatever it is. He tells you, when they opened and why they closed and kind of the history and kind of gives you a little bit more detail. So if you like my defunct store commercials videos, then you might want to check out Eric C Productions because he gets a little bit deeper into those stores. So just thought I would let you all know. And then there's another, I actually don't know if this guy has a YouTube page or not. I was talking to him through Instagram, so I know he has an Instagram, and his Instagram is called Being Famous Podcast. And I'm going to be honest with you, I haven't had a chance to like really sit down and listen to all of his podcasts. I haven't had the time, but I did kind of browse through them a little bit. And basically, what he does is he has actors come on his podcast and he interviews them about being famous, hence the name Being Famous Podcast. So, again, I haven't really gotten to listen, but from what I heard, it seemed really cool. It's a really cool idea. I know, I'm pretty sure I saw he had, I cannot think of her name right now, but Monique from Better Off Dead, I can't think of her real name, and from Bill and Ted's and Last American Virgin, but he had her on his podcast, so something you might want to check out. Just thought I would mention it to all of you. Greetings from Springfield. Love your videos. Keep them up. Thank you. I really appreciate it. How are you? I hope you're doing well tonight. Boulder, Colorado, checking in. Born and raised in Mission Hills. Awesome. Yes, live in Hesperia now. Desert rats. I had some family in Hesperia, but they moved away. I grew up in Highland Park, Northeast Los Angeles. Loved the 80s and 90s, 2000s. It's just a bunch of hipsters. Oh, I loved 80s and 90s, 2000s. It's just a bunch of hipsters. Yeah, that's true. I have some friends in the Eagle Rock, Highland Park area, and that's all I hear from them. I would love to see a rad locations review. If it's been done, my bad. It has not been done by me. I don't know if it's been done by anybody else. I definitely want to do rad. It was not filmed here. I believe all of it was filmed in Canada. So hopefully in the future. Sorry, my computer's being weird again. Did you ever go to Golden Apple Comics on Topanga? I don't remember if I ever went. I remember it though. Don't think I ever went there. Is Burbank considered the valley? I never considered it the valley, but I believe it is technically part of the valley. Again, it was one of those places that just seemed really far to me. I briefly had a job in Canoga Park. Any 80s stuff filmed there? Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you could pick any city in the valley and something's been filmed there. I mean, they shot a little bit of Fast Times at Canoga Park High. Most of it was filmed at Van Nuys High, but a little bit of it was filmed at Canoga Park High. I'm trying to think of other stuff. Oh, I can't think right now, but definitely stuff has been filmed there. Julio, hello. Thank you for being here. I wish I had a house in Encino. Yeah, that would be nice. I had never watched Encino Man or Lethal Weapon before, but rented both after watching your location videos. Wow. I mean, first of all, Encino Man, but I can't, that's crazy that you had never seen Lethal Weapon. I'm so glad that my videos caused you to go watch them. I hope you liked them. Did you enjoy the movies? Definitely two classics, especially Lethal Weapon, but both of them. Again, when I make these, so sorry, I have something in my throat. When I make these videos, I never ever think that I'm going to influence somebody to go watch or do anything. So, Funny Farm is a good Christmas flick. Yeah, that's I never considered Funny Farm a Christmas movie. Hello, have you ever watched V, the miniseries? Yeah, of course. I remember V was huge when I was a kid. I haven't seen it since I was a kid, so I don't remember a lot, but Eli says, I'm the same way. I could totally veg on old commercials and bumpers for hours. Can't take 2 seconds of ads anywhere else. Absolutely. Yeah, it's weird. I mean, obviously, it's just because of the nostalgia. Thank you for doing all of the coolest videos that made the magic of the 1980s. Thank you. I really appreciate that. And it's my pleasure. Thank you for watching and enjoying. This channel rocks. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you all. As always, I'm so grateful to all of you. Obviously this channel would be nothing if you didn't watch. Before, I'm not going to sign off just yet, but pretty soon. But before I sign off again, I'm going to break away from the chat to talk for a minute. I'm sure some of you noticed the name of this live stream is I Keep Making Mistakes. And why did I name this live stream I Keep Making Mistakes? It's because I keep making mistakes and I'm really frustrated by it, and I just wanted to vent to all of you. So I think probably the first major mistake that I made in one of my videos was on Boys in the Hood. And that is, I think, probably still my worst mistake, where I showed a wrong location. And I showed it, I don't know, I was in a hurry. It was the last location of the video. I showed it, I made the video, and I realized it the day after. And I should have took the video down right then, but instead what I did was I went and I made another video showing the correct location. Thought that would be fine. I had no idea that that was going to end up so far being my most popular video. That video has the most views out of all of my videos, of course. So since then, I've gotten really, I watch all my videos 10, 15 times while I'm making them and after I'm making them as well. I go through them and I look for any little mistake. But there's always something I miss, and it frustrates me so much. You all probably don't. You probably think when I make a little mistake that it's no big deal. To me, it's a huge deal. It drives me crazy, especially when I spend so much time trying to make sure that there's no mistakes. And trust me, I realize them. Usually it's a day or two later, I realize the mistake. But plenty of people don't let me forget it. I've got, for every video, there's just a list of people letting me know what I, did wrong. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is my latest filming location video, Lethal Weapon. I watched it over and over again, and I'm usually pretty hard on myself. I usually pick apart my videos a lot. I watched the Lethal Weapon video quite a few times, and I was really happy with it. And I was like, you know what? I think this is probably one of my favorite videos that I've done so far. This came out really good. I posted it. Within a couple hours, someone commented, I don't know how, but I said the wrong year. I said in the video that it came out in 1989. I said it twice. Don't know how I ended up saying that. I mean, probably the fact that I'm working on, 4 or 5 videos at once and my brain just starts turning into mush. But yeah, it drives me crazy. And of course, I've got 10, 20, 30 people telling me, Lethal Weapon came out in 87, get it right. We all make mistakes, and I'm one person doing all of this, filming it and editing it, so it's going to happen, but it really frustrates me, and I just wanted to, I don't know. I guess I just wanted to vent to all of you and let you all know that I'm aware of my mistakes. I'm sorry for my mistakes. I try really hard not to make mistakes. But they're going to happen. So, sorry. Let me get back over to the chat. I can see you guys are still talking while I'm rambling. I really like your videos. I think we're pretty close in age, born in 78, and I really connect with all the 80s and 90s movie locations you do. Thanks for your work. Yeah, I was born in 79, so we are very close in age, and thank you very much. Thank you for watching. I'm glad that you feel a connection to my videos and that you enjoy them. I would love to see the filming locations for V. Yeah, that would be a cool one. So, like I said, I haven't watched it since back in the day. So, John, thank you for another super chat. I really appreciate it. My science project locations, 1985. Okay, I got you. It's locked in my head. Did you ever cover the Spawn Ranch in Chatsworth? No, I haven't. I've only talked about the tunnels, the Chatsworth tunnels where Manson traveled through, but I have not talked about Spawn Ranch. Saw your latest video, just wondering, did you have a Woolworths, it's a hard word to say, Woolworths in the Valley? I don't know. I know there was one in downtown LA. I'm not sure. Not that I remember. There might have been one before my time. Have you checked out the People Under the Stairs house? I have, and that's That's another place that I got to do a location on. Great movie. License to Drive school scene was filmed at a junior high school in Van Nuys. I think it's technically North Hollywood, actually. Sorry, not to be technical. But yeah, if you haven't seen it, I have a License to Drive video, which is actually going to be coming down this weekend because I have a brand new License to Drive video coming very soon that is going to blow the first License to Drive filming location video out of the water. Lots of new locations. So yeah, that's coming. Eric C. Productions, there he is. I was just talking about him. Hello, my friend. I love the nostalgia you were bringing back. And you as well. We cover a lot of the same stuff. Frank, hello. Frank says, just got here. Well, thank you for being here. Danny says, I enjoyed both Encino Man and Lethal Weapon. I actually really love the movie Son-in-Law with Pauly Shore and just never seen Encino Man. Thanks for the recommendations. My pleasure, and thank you so much for watching. Love your channel. What ages were you through the 80s? I was 5 to 15. So basically like the first 10, 11 years of my life. I was born in September of 79. Hello, can you do a video on one of the best punk rock bands ever from the Valley? Bad Religion, places they played, etc. That would be cool. Maybe not just on Bad Religion, but maybe do a video on just bands from the Valley. That's a like bigger bands that people know. I mean, obviously there's a million local bands, but bands that have made it that are from the Valley. Best channel, may I suggest Speed Locations. Thanks again from New Zealand. A few people have asked for that one, and hello to New Zealand. Have you thought of doing shooting locations from Cobra Kai? I know it is not from the 80s, but it's 80s related. Yeah, there's not, most of it is filmed in Georgia. They did film a few things in the Valley. So yeah, maybe one day I'll show those, few locations. Or maybe one day when I make it back down south, I'll show both. Alfred, I'm assuming Alfred is referring to my long rant right now about how I keep getting stuff wrong. Alfred says, they are haters. It really doesn't impact the entertainment value of the videos. Thank you for that, Alfred. I appreciate it. And I agree with you. It doesn't really impact it. But also at the same time, I mean, just for me, this is me. It bothers me because I want to get everything right. I want to provide all of you with correct information. So it does really bother me when I say something wrong. But I do agree with you. And it is kind of frustrating when, I make a video that's got like 30 locations and then anybody can comment on it. Or not anybody, but one particular person, the only thing they can say is, you set the years wrong. You put the wrong year. Instead of, most of you are very polite and, you'll say, hey, great video, thanks for the effort, but just so you know, you gave the wrong year. And that's fine, constructive criticism, I welcome it, letting me know that I got something wrong, but I don't know. I think a lot of people get really happy to let me know what I got wrong. But I agree with you. It doesn't really, affect the video. It probably affects me more than anything. Don't let the haters get you down, and I try. Thank you for that. Like I said, I'm really hard on myself as it is, so sometimes I do let the haters get to me a little bit, but I try not to. It's all good. We think you do a great job. Thank you so much, Matt. Frank says it's not a problem. People are haters. Thank you. Eli says it is what it is. Yeah, I guess that's true. It is what it is. Any thoughts about the South Bay? That's where I grew up. Not the same anymore last I checked. I don't have a lot of thoughts about the South Bay from the 80s or 90s because I only ever came to the South Bay once in the 90s. My band played at a place called Frogs on Hawthorne, and that was the only time. And it Hawthorne seemed like we were going to another state, like it seemed so far away. So I didn't really experience the South Bay until I was an adult. People Under the Stairs is legendary. It is. How funny. Do you remember how much better the Universal Studios tram tour was in the 80s and 90s? I really think some of you are like tapping into my brain. All I'll say is keep an eye out for a new video coming pretty soon. Eric C. Production says, thank you for plugging my channel. No problem. I mean, you know, I thought it kind of made sense, like, since so many people enjoy those videos that I make looking at defunct places, and, you know, that's what you do, I thought it would make sense for them to know about it. There was a Woolworth on Sherman Way, I believe. So there we go. I'm going to research that. I want to know Sherman Way and what? I want to know what's there now. I want to know what it was when, you know, when I lived in the valley. You're a very genuine guy. I'm very glad I found your channel. Well, I really appreciate that. Thank you. It really does mean a lot. I don't know if you all really know to what extent all of your nice comments mean to me. They really do mean a lot. Try to do fire starter filming locations. Okay, I'll keep that one in mind. Love Pink Hello Kitty. Hello, how you doing? Haven't seen you in a while. Hubby and I still totally enjoy your videos. Happy holidays to you and your family. Thank you. It's really good to know that you are both still watching, and happy holidays to the two of you as well. Cool OG 80s surfer tee, Maui's and Sons. That's right. Thank you. Only channel I turn on notifications for. Mr. Buttermaker, one of my longtime subscribers. Thank you. Really appreciate that. Born in 75. Keep doing you, Kurt. The quality and entertainment value of your videos keep getting better. Thank you. I appreciate that. And I have been putting a lot more effort into them, and I'm glad that it's making a difference and that you are seeing that. As a creator, we are our own worst critics. That is true. We are not always going to know everything, but we try to do our best. And that is the key. That's true. I need to keep that in mind. I really like your channel. Cheers from Canada. Hello, thank you for being here. Thank you so much for the kind words. Art says, what's up, Kurt? Keep it up, brother. Being a teen in the 80s brings back memories. How are you doing, my friend? I hope you are well. Dee, thank you so much for stopping by. Happy holidays to you as well. Thank you for being here tonight. I'm going to get out of here in a few minutes as well. I like your Suzuki Samurai, Kurt. How long have you had it? And did you restore it yourself? How hard was it to find parts? So this is my second one. I'll make I think I'm going to make a video soon kind of going into detail talking about it. So I'll just kind of tell you briefly. This is my second one, and I've had it, maybe 4 years now, this second one. And yeah, I somewhat restored it. It was in decent shape. It was lifted on some big wheels, some big like off-road wheels, and it had an original paint job, but the paint job was decent. The interior was not too good, but I took it and, first thing I did was lower it and put some new wheels on it. And then from there, started doing all the other stuff. Eventually did the paint and body and the interior and the stereo system. The engine is pretty much like, I haven't really done anything to the engine besides, tune up, general maintenance. Yeah, finding parts is pretty hard. You can find like, most of the mechanical parts you need, you can still find them, but like aftermarket stuff, yeah, that stuff's almost impossible. I think there was a Woolworth near the Sears on Laurel Canyon. Okay, that would make sense. I like your chill vibe and you pack a lot of your in mind content into your videos. Cool, thank you. Love Pink Hello Kitty says, thank you. We totally love your channel. Good. I'm glad I haven't lost your interest. And Love Pink Hello Kitty says, everyone hit the thumbs up button. Thank you for that. Rubster says, awesome channel for sure. Thank you. 80s, 90s, Del Amo Mall was way better before they remodeled it and ruined it. Yeah, every mall was. They've pretty much ruined every mall. I did get to experience the Del Amo Mall before the remodel, and then they took out the Valley Girl slash Jackie Brown food court, and just totally broke my heart. Sorry, my computer keeps skipping around. I have one memory of the Valley in 1985. I was going up to Northern California and passing through, and I look out and see Richard Pryor cruising next to us in his red convertible. Amazing. How great is that? I probably shouldn't tell this story because it's not PG, but I don't know if this is true. I had a friend that told me that he saw Richard Pryor in a mall. Later, when Richard Pryor had fallen ill, he saw him in a mall going up an escalator, and he kind of had an entourage around him, and my friend yelled out to him, Richard Pryor, I love you. And Richard Pryor, any kids, cover your ears, but Richard Pryor just yelled back, F you, to my friend. I think that's great. It's, I don't know if that story is true, but I hope it is, because that's perfect Richard Pryor. Sherman Way in Etiwanda, Goodwill now. Okay, I know exactly where that is. Sean says, down to earth, brother. Thank you. All right, I know I keep saying this. I'm going to pop out of here in a couple of minutes, trying to get through a few more of your comments and questions. I love your filming location videos. That is how I found your channel, and it is among the ones I follow. Keep up the great job. Jason, thank you. It always means a lot to me. Better late than never. What's up, Kurt? How are you? Good to see you. Yes, better late than never. Glad you are here. Your movie location videos are pretty dope. Thank you very much. I remember getting skateboards built at my mall and getting to pick out colored grip tape. Yep. Mid-90s. The mall is still there, but it's remodeled. Don says, we love your 80s for life. Thank you very much. Shane says, big fan. Thank you so much, Shane. I bumped into Gary Busey at Avalon on Catalina Island 15 years ago. We said a few words. He was cool. Yeah, I've never had a conversation with him. I have seen him at a couple conventions. We saw him at a movie convention when my son was just a few months old, and I really wanted to have Gary Busey hold my son, but my wife wouldn't go for it. Bro, I love the locations. I'm coming to LA this Wednesday from Toronto, and I'm definitely going to hit as many locations as possible. That's really cool. I hope you have fun while you're here, and I hope that my videos are a help to you. Okay, so with that being said, I'm going to get out of here. Again, I just wanted to say hello to all of you, see how you're all doing. Wanted to get that off my chest about the mistakes. Thank you all for being so kind about it and reassuring me. And that's all. Got some videos coming up soon, and we'll do this again in the very near future. I hope you all have a great weekend, and I'll see you soon.